because you'll stay there forever. So my name is Internationl, and for 8 years I have struggled with severe anxiety and extreme panic attacks. And like many men, I chose to suffer in silence. I didn't know what to do. I had nobody to talk to, or at least that's what I thought. Like many men, I chose to drink to cure my anxiety. And I don't know what I was thinking about. I was hoping that this will help me, but actually it led me to almost complete self-destruction and being close to suicide. And for 8 years, not my close friends, not my family, not even my girlfriend at the time knew what was going on. That's how good I was at hiding my pain. And I'm not saying that because I want you to feel sorry for me. That's the last thing I want. I'm sharing that because I want to help you understand a few things that I want to share with you today. So first of all, it's not always what it seems on the outside. And very often people who are seemingly the happiest tend to suffer the most. When I was hiding my pain and nobody knew about it, it was like everything was okay. My friends just saw me as a happy-go-lucky guy and everything was jolly and good. But when I went through my anxiety and recovered, I shared my story in a book and my phone started ringing. Hey dude, is that really what happened? I'm like, yeah. So why didn't you say anything? Because I didn't know how to start a conversation. I felt lonely, isolated, even though I was surrounded with people. I felt ashamed. I just didn't know what to do. So that's the first thing that happened when I shared my book. The second thing that happened is people that I already knew started coming and sharing their struggle. There might be somebody struggling, so we need to pick up. And probably about 70 to 80% of people that I knew in my life came to me to share that they have been through some kind of mental struggle at some point of their life. And 3 people that I work with admitted to trying to take their own life. And it was shocking for me because 2 of them I have seen every single day in the office. And these were seemingly the happiest, the funniest, most bubbly people, which only proves my point that you don't know what's going on the inside. And very often people who are seemingly the happiest tend to suffer the most. Second thing I want to share with you is when somebody shares a struggle with you, don't tell them how sorry you feel. I know we do it because we want to let them know we're there. We want to let them know that we connect with their pain. But when you offload your pity, you just make somebody feel worse. You make somebody feel like more of a victim. A person who struggles needs your empathy, not your sympathy. So instead of saying, I'm sorry, tell them, I'm here for you if you want to talk. Instead of saying, I'm sorry, ask them, is there anything I can do for you to help you get through these challenging times? Empathy, not sympathy. Third thing I want to share with you today is you don't have to suffer in silence. So, as men, we still live in the stereotype that men need to be strong, that we have to be hard, we need to be tough. We just need to shut up, man up and keep going. Don't you dare talking about your emotions and feelings. And don't get me wrong, I do believe that every man should strive to be the best version of himself. I do believe that every man should strive to create a strong personality and be able to provide for himself, protect himself and his family and close friends. But at the same time, I believe that in order to do so, you have to accept your vulnerability. We are all human beings and we all have feelings and emotions, if you like it or not. And life will not always be just sunshine and rainbows. We're all gonna have some struggles and some challenging times. So be prepared to ask for help. Be prepared to reach out for support and share your challenge with somebody else, because problem shared is problem halved. And last thing, probably the most important in my life that I want to share with you today is your darkest times can lead you to your brightest future. If somebody came to me 5 years ago and said, listen dude, in a few years you're going to be on stage talking to a group of people, you're going to write a book and become a life coach, I would have told them to go home and stop doing drugs. I would never believe in that. I would have never in a million years believed in that. And a few years ago, the peak of my ambition was to become a warehouse manager. I kid you not. I used to work in a warehouse for a few years, and I thought that the peak, what I can achieve in my life, was to become a warehouse manager. So now I understand that I had to go through these 6 years, 8 years of challenging times to understand that I have a bigger potential. Now I know that life was trying to teach me something. Life was trying to teach me that I can do something more, then I have bigger value. And if you're going through some kind of struggle in your life, think about this. It's because life is trying to teach you something. Life is trying to tell you something. There is wisdom in your struggle. You just have to be willing to listen to it and learn from it. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sam.
No problem.